Yo, what is up YouTube? I'm Royal and today we're watching the #1 Jinx in the world. So this guy is #1 Jinx in China. He's currently playing in Grandmaster Elo. His support is Challenger though. And what's interesting about this guy is that he always takes Ghost, and instead of going the common lethal tempo route, in patch 4.2 he chooses to go Conqueror instead. He thinks he gets enough attack speed from Phantom Dancer, which is actually his preferred first item. He doesn't go Shieldbow, he goes Phantom Dancer to maximize his DPS. And then he goes full damage, he gets Infinity Edge, he doesn't go for the Shieldbow. Which so many people are like, oh, Shieldbow is so OP this patch. He chooses not to get it, he just goes Phantom Dancer and Conqueror instead of Lethal Tempo. He's maximizing his damage and he doesn't care about survivability. He also goes Ghost instead of like the common Barrier or Exhaust. And his mobility allows him to dodge a lot of enemy key spells and survive longer. But it's obviously a very hard playstyle to pull off and you need to be very good. So he's actually playing very aggressive in the early levels, which he can do because Karma obviously beats Soraka in the early game. However, the sustain that Soraka will be giving Lucian will be enough to combat that. However, he is able to get Prio in the first few levels, which is really good. He's pushing in the wave. He does have Kai'Sa jungle. If you guys watched my previous video of Envy Long, Kai'Sa is a very popular pick right now in the jungle in China. So this is not surprising at all. So like I said, this guy loves to go Phantom Dancer first item. Yeah, you can also see that Kai'Sa has Conqueror instead of Lethal Tempo, just like Envy Long. Very popular in China. If you guys can see his room actually on his face cam, he's a big fan of the champion Jinx. Is that Jinx body pillow I see? He's a lot of canvases and one small pillow. So yeah, definitely a big Jinx fan. And it's expected from the best Jinx in the world in Wild Rift. So he keeps pushing in the wave and just keeping his prio, and I mean if you can do it, it's pretty good. He just has to be afraid of ganks. The enemy team has a Pyke jungle. He's actually bot lane right now. Thanks to Karma's strong early game, they're definitely able to get prio. However, Jinx is usually not a very strong early game champion. Kai'Sa is also not a very good ganking jungler, right? So you don't get a lot of value from freezing the wave, because Kai'Sa can't really gank. Oh, this is a great CC chain. But obviously, again, Kai'Sa can't really do much unless the enemies are very overextended. He just wants to farm up as quickly as possible to his PD, and that's when he becomes really strong, actually. Like, Phantom Dancer is a very strong first item power spike if you just want to maximize damage. Like, yeah, Shieldbow gives you the survivability that makes ADCs very annoying this patch, but Phantom Dancer is really where the damage comes from. It gives you all the stats you want, gives you AD, attack speed and crit, and the passive just gives you so much attack speed. Like, being able to get 60% attack speed from one item that also gives you AD and crit is absolutely insane. So as you see, he wants to farm one more wave so he can get to his Phantom Dancer as quickly as possible. And this is why I think that ADCs that can go this Phantom Dancer build, Hyper Carry build, are best right now. Oh, and there comes Pyke. It should be a kill. Oh, good flash by the Karma. Pyke should have held his ulti a little longer to see if somebody would flash, but oh no, Kassadin is coming in for the roam. He's able to clean up, and first blood will go to the enemy team. That was a good roam by the Kassadin. Good gank setup by the Pyke. He did have flash, but he did not expect Kassadin there. Kassadin is another very popular champion in China. Even now, where I don't think he's that good. I mean, I'm a Kassadin main, right? I love Kassadin, but even now that he's not that good, he still played a lot. Very good play by Kai'Sa in the bot lane. Get herself a kill. And now that he does have Phantom Dancer, his DPS is through the roof. In extended fights, they're going to be able to destroy the Soraka and Lucian. And obviously the fights will probably be extended because Soraka is Soraka likes extended fights. He doesn't do a lot of damage, he does a lot of healing. So it's gonna be easy for him to stack up his Phantom Dancer, which he can even do on the crab. Look how quickly he gets the crab. Look at his attack speed already. With minigun stacked and Phantom Dancer. Absolutely insane. So they're actually starting the dragon without their jungler there. He's still in base. So this is a little risky. The enemy team sees that they're doing it. They don't know where Kai'Sa is. Kai'Sa is actually doing wolves on her way to the dragon. I don't know about that one. But she will come in time to smite it. Oh, another spike. And the fight is erupting. Just look how much damage Jinx is doing. The Phantom Dancer is stacked. The Conqueror is stacked. But yeah, that was not a good play by them. He's able to get the pike just before the ult lands. And here comes Swain. They actually turn this fight around. Just look how much DPS the Jinx is actually doing in these fights. This early on, this much DPS is incredible. And using the Ghost on the Flash, she's able to stay safe. So she has no need for the shield bow. That was a very well played fight by the Jinx. The dragon play macro-wise was a little questionable. They should have waited for Kai'Sa to be there. So they have lost the dragon. And at the same time, Kai'Sa should not be farming wolves. She should be running straight to the dragon. So definitely a questionable macro call, but very well executed mechanically. Kai'Sa is able to get the Herald, and look how fast he's gonna destroy this turret. With stacked Phantom Dancer and a minigun, it almost feels like he has a stacked lethal tempo. With how many attacks he's able to pull off. So I'm definitely a fan of this Phantom Dancer build. I wouldn't say that it's always best, especially in this game where the enemy team has so much burst. But if you are able to pull it off and your mechanics are as good as this guy's, then it might be the way to go. So yeah, like I said, he actually doesn't go shield bow at all. He goes for the max damage build possible. He actually turned off his face cam. But that's fine, we're here for his gameplay, not his good looks. He's gonna go Infinity Edge's second item, just maximizing his damage. He's not gonna go for the defensive item. And he actually, from what I've seen from his games, he doesn't really like shield bow. I think he's tried it a few games. But it's not a constant thing when you just build down, if that will change eventually. But he has very good position. Look how he's dodging the pike stun with his ghost. Great ultimate, gets the Soraka. And with Conqueror and Phantom Dancer stacked, he's just doing so much DPS. This turret's gonna go down very quickly. His attack speed is already so insane. Oh, good flash by the pike, but he's a little overextended, and Jinx gets excited. She's not able to see the pike. Oh, she didn't crit. I don't think she does not get him. Oof, that's very unfortunate. If she crit there, he would have gone down. Yeah, she got the turret, so she got excited and was able to chase the pike, but he does barely survive. Good engaged by the pike too, but Casting was not able to follow up. And he probably does want to also go an early anti-heal. You can see it on his recommended right now. It's definitely a great choice versus... Oh, pike is going in again. Doesn't hit the hook. However, 4 names are there. But yeah, he's gonna go some early anti-heal versus the Soraka, I assume. Nope, he actually just wants to get his Infinity Edge, so he's gonna stay a little longer. One more wave. Get enough gold for his Infinity Edge. So ideally, his team would be getting Grievous Wounds here. It's very good on Karma, since there's a lot of AoE damage. So I want to see Karma go for the Morello. If not the Morello, at least the Oblivion Orb, right? So now we're getting to the fun part about playing Jinx, right? You're out of laning phase, you have your first 2 items, and now you're getting into team fighting, and that's where Jinx shines the most with her rockets. Look at that range, those range buffs are crazy. Destroying all the plants in the enemy jungle. And this, well, of Chinese players do that you need to be doing in your games. They counter jungle as much as they can, denying as many resources, stealing as many resources as they can. And the fight is erupting. Tryndamere is not there, so it is a 4v5. Yeah, the enemy team is making a crucial mistake here. They should just let Tryndamere split push and defend, but they get caught in the jungle. Because now Swain had to answer that Tryndamere, right? And that would give them an advantage for a bit. And she gets excited again. Soraka is caught out. Teams are not able to defend while Tryndamere is split pushing. So that was bad macro from the enemy team. When you do have a split pusher like that, you don't want to overextend. Oof. Kinda risky, but she does survive. And they're able to get a 10-minute inhibitor. Pretty good, pretty good. Tryndamere does get the bot lane turret. The dragon is up, and that will be the next objective that they play for. It's a very tanky Swain build. Oh my. World of Ages into Rallies into Frozen Heart. I like the Frozen Heart actually versus Tryndamere too. Swain has popped off this game. But in fights, the Jinx has definitely outputted the most DPS. Definitely want to see. Yep. Because of their weird macro again, they're going to lose a second dragon. So this game is continuing to be close considering the enemy team has 2 dragons. One more dragon and they're going to have that 3 dragon power spike. Farms so quickly, and here it comes. That was a very weird flash from the Tryndamere. And he's going to be CC down and taken down. That was a very weird flash. I don't think he expected Jinx to just stand still and auto-attack him. Big mistakes from the enemy team. Can't believe that this is Grandmaster in China. Actually, after the game, I do want to see how much damage he's done. That will be interesting to see at the end of the game because he's just outputting so much DPS. So stick around until the end so we can see that. Yeah, he's doing so much damage to the turrets though. He gets them so quickly with a stacked Phantom Dancer. So I don't know if this build is ideal, but it's definitely the most DPS build he could go for. I still think SHIELDBOW would be a better second choice of an item, even if you do go Phantom Dancer first. But the best Jinx in the world does not think so. So he wants to play this, he wants to play correct macro. He doesn't want this fist fight mid lane. He wants to recall, buy his items, and go push bot lane. His team unfortunately just wants to fist fight mid lane. So he's kind of forced to do that. Oh, he turned the face cam back on, I didn't even realize. He wants to counter jungle. Again, like I said, Chinese players love counter jungling whenever they get the opportunity. He can get camped so quickly with his Phantom Dancer. Gets the blue buff. Oh, the Pike is actually going in. He misses the ulti and he's gonna go down to the Jinx. Flashes to be in range of the vision. Let's see if he can get the snipe off. Oh, Soraka is gonna heal him up in time. Oh no, he actually does get the snipe off. Soraka stops healing, thinking that it doesn't matter if he, since he's safe, but he does get the ulti. Very clean playing. He's 6-1-3. He has very high kill participation. Has only died once, and he was actually the first blood. So he's playing perfectly, and that's what you need to do when you're playing ADC, right? You can't afford to make mistakes. He has 30,000 gold, so he's gonna go back to base. Let's see what he gets for his 3rd item. So he's choosing to get the nerfed rapid fire cannon. I'm not a big fan of the rest of his build, to be honest. I like the Phantom Dancer first item, but I'm not a big fan of the rest of the items. Now the inhibitor mid is respawning too. It is respawning soon in 30 seconds. Inhibitor top is dead for a while. So now they should be sieging bot lane or going for Baron. Tryndamere is top. I doubt that he has TP, so they're just gonna be going for the Baron. They get so quickly with 2 Phantom Dancer users on Kai'Sa and Jinx. They actually one-shot this Baron. It's already dead. Of course, Baron is easier to get dispatch, but I didn't expect them to get it this fast, and the enemy team can't even react to it. This is gonna be their chance to win the game with this Baron. Oh, and Soraka is caught and they're able to get a flash. That was a good second ability from Jinx to catch the Soraka out. They're gonna take the inhibitor and they might just end here. Yeah, no one's getting in their way. Very hard for the enemy team to engage this versus Baron. They can just hit the Nexus. The Nexus is so low. He's hitting the Nexus. This should be it. Yep. Let's look at his damage first. But thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. Subscribe for more Wild Rift content and make sure you drop a like and comment below if you want more videos like this.